My name is Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville. Welcome to the Bugle 6, you nerds.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
All right, guys, what is up? Doing things a little differently here, unintentionally, but guys, we have two awesome members here, panelists, I should say, here tonight on issue number 39 of the Bugle 6. Guys, I think I just want to kick it off right away. Marvel is back. I think Marvel is officially back. We had Thunderbolts this year. Look, Captain America was okay, but we had Thunderbolts. We've had Fantastic Four, and it's becoming a good year, 2025. So, yeah, man, issue 39 already for the Bugle 6. Flavio could not be here today. He is actually at a concert seeing T-Pain with his wife, which I think is pretty sweet. I used to listen to T-Pain with some friends back in high school. That was like homecoming and prom back in the day for me, always blasting in the background. So, yeah, we're gonna have a good show. We're gonna talk figures, hot toys, InArt, Mondo figures, and we are going to be talking about a little bit about Fantastic Four, non-spoilers, by the way. And we got a couple games. We got top or bottom, and we got a new one. It's kind of fun. Valkyrie Magnis, welcome back, my good sir. It's been a few issues of the Bugle 6, but glad to have you back. How is it going?
I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me again, Brick.
Absolutely, man. And I know you saw, without giving anything away or saying too much, because we'll talk about it later, you like Fantastic Four? Yeah or no?
I loved it. I thought it was well written. Special effects were awesome. Definitely worth watching.
Let's go. Let's go. And Mr. Adam, thank you for coming back to the show.
Always a pleasure. Doing? Hey, I'm doing great. First of all, it must be Star Wars week at Sideshow, because this week I got Hera. I haven't unboxed her yet. I got the Airborne Trooper, which is in my case right up here. That's a great figure. And then I got noticed that Han Solo and Shin Hati are shipping next week.
Goodness gracious.
Oh man.
And I wasn't on payment plan for any of those.
See, I had, speaking of that, I had let's see, I had the Feral Predator come in. I had just got Paul Atreides, Feral Predator, and then I decided to buy Supergirl from Hawk Wars Toys. Shout out to him. And when I did that, like the next day, Han Solo was getting ready to ship, and I did not have that on a payment plan. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to switch it to a payment plan now. So I'm able to make it 3 payment plans. So my first payment's not until August. But I was like, I just can't do that right now with all these other pre-orders that have been happening and everything like that too. And spending money on kids and their sports is ridiculous as well. So I'm like, I got to wait for Han. Unfortunately, it won't be here next week for me, but that's okay because I'm not going to, get in trouble by the wife and the family, and we'll have more than just ramen on the table this week. So, but yeah, Adam, I know you saw Fantastic Four. What did you think? Yay or nay?
Loved it. I knew I was loving this movie. I always know when I love a movie when, like, in the first half hour or something, I turn to my wife or I turn to my daughter and I say, I fucking love it.
That's awesome.
And that's what I said. I turned to my daughter, her and I went to see it. And I said, I love this movie.
That is so awesome.
That was, just from that intro. I'm not getting spoilers, but just the intro of it.
Yeah, the intro was really, really cool.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I went with my nephew, who's 21, and we were pretty excited. And you see this part in the trailer, so no spoiler at all. When she's coming down, she's like, "I Harold," that whole thing. I look over and he's snoozing. I'm like, and he works 2 full-time jobs. Like, he works really. So I was like, I kind of bumped him a little bit, and I was like, I'll let him sleep. But he woke up right after that and watched the rest of the movie. He's like, I didn't even know I closed my eyes for 5 minutes. But I was like, you didn't miss much. But yeah, very good movie. Loved it. We'll get more into it later. But very good. Very good. July has been, I think, one of the best months of film since my favorite year of film in 2014. So yeah, it's been a long time since we had a month like this and a year like this.
I think the pundits in Hollywood were trying to write off the comic book film. Oh, comic book fatigue. Oh, it's dead. No, it was bad writing fatigue, and I think that starting with Thunderbolts, it wasn't as successfully commercially as some of the other films, but I think it got the core fans into the right state of mind.
Sure.
And I think certainly with Superman 2 weeks ago, and now this, I think DC is back, and Marvel is certainly. This is Endgame era film, and I think for Marvel, I think you got to be very happy with James Gunn and DC because that got people in a great mood.
That helped
see Fantastic
Marvel.
Four.
Yeah. If anything,
it was almost like
Marvel.
Barbenheimer. Even
Marvel.
Times.
Exactly. Like Feige and Marvel, they wanted Superman to succeed because if Superman was a bad movie, like, a lot of those tickets would not have been sold for Fantastic Four because another superhero movie. They've all been kind of crap lately. High hopes for Superman. It was just kind of crap. So, I think that helped out. I mean, I would it have still done well the first night? Absolutely. But I think it did a lot better with sales because of Superman as well. The success of Superman. But guys, before we continue to talk about figures, I want to go ahead and say hello to the chat. We got Jose Plus in the house. Hey, hello from SDCC. I doubt he's sticking around. He's probably a busy man. But sir, thank you for stopping by. It is SDC San Diego Comic-Con is going on this weekend. I was actually supposed to be there, bought the tickets and everything. Wasn't able to make it at the end of the day, but it's okay. But I'm sure with San Diego Comic-Con, I'm sure it'll be a slower weekend, but it's also a packed weekend because we got a lot of news to talk about. We got Adam saying hello to the chat. We got Brian Wong from Maju Space. My goodness. Hello, Brick and guys. What is up, Brian? Thank you for being here so much. A huge supporter of the channel and many others. So thank you, sir, for being here. I appreciate you. Jazzy. What's up, girls? What's up, Jazzy? How you doing, man? Not a lot of Star Wars talk right now, so I'm sure you're having a great time with these streams. So we got Phil the Burn as well. Well, hello, kids. So girls, kids. I mean, whatever. It's cool. How you doing, Robert? Nice to see you around. We got the Jedi Knights Watch, a Brickyard member and a moderator. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, sir. Let's see. Oh, and Too Sweet, by the way. I gotta do that. It's my boy. We got Valkyrie saying hello to the chat as well. Universal Key in the house. Evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Always like that Captain America profile picture as well. Oh my goodness. We have a member for 12 months. Still over here just supporting the Brickyard. Yes, supporting the Brickyard indeed, sir. Thank you. The bottom of my heart, 12 months is a very, very long time to be supporting a friend. And I do have something for you here. And here it is.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh, man. You got to have fun with some Austin Powers once in a while. I figured that one definitely could be related to you. So thank you, sir. We have 9 in the house right now. Thank you, guys. Make sure to hit that like button on your way in. And speaking of the Brickyard, I will go ahead and talk about that real quick. Man, you know, I don't like how they've switched. It's still bothering me the way they switched StreamYard here. Let's see. Okay, so we got the Brickyard here, guys. For $2.99, you can help support the channel, support these live streams. StreamYard is actually pretty expensive, but the money that you guys give to the Brickyard, the $2.99 a month, you guys are able to get a new series that I put together, Choose to Collect, and which is actually figured like why I collected those figures. So each figure that I have in my collection, I'm going to be talking about each one individually and kind of like a 3-minute video for you guys. So that's a lot of fun to do. You guys get some really cool emojis, and you guys get different polls that you can vote on and stuff like that. But also, you guys get to be part of the giveaways. So once a month, I will be doing a giveaway, whether it's Sideshow or something else. So I try to give the money right back to you guys as much as I can. So yeah, become part of the Brickyard. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So thank you guys for being part of the Brickyard, for those here that are. Okay. So guys, we got a lot to talk about. I know that it's Saturday. I know a lot of this news kind of came out already, and people have been talking about it, but I need to talk about RoboCop. Okay, and I need to know, are you guys interested at all? And Adam, Adam, I'm going to start with you. One Adam 12. Do you have a RoboCop?
I do.
Which
it's
one
an
do
awesome
you have?
figure. I have the most recent one was RoboCop 3. I mean, to me, it looks no different than RoboCop. I'm sure the first RoboCop. That's what to me that's representation. But I love that movie. Fond memories of my dad taking me to see that in 1987, and you know the pretty extreme violence in that movie for like a 12, 13-year-old to watch. And my mom was so ticked at my dad for like a week for bringing me to see that movie because she found out about it and she ended up seeing it. And she's like, how could you take Adam to see that? But whatever. We love that movie. Really enjoyed it. Great like social satire that still holds up. Great action. Some awesome lines in that movie. You know, I'll buy that for a dollar. Great lines. Yeah. Great acting. So yeah, this figure, I actually have this on the shelf with my Terminators and Predator. It's kind of like an 80s action shelf. And I love this figure. Now this one that's just coming out here. I mean, I think I almost wish I kind of waited if I knew they were coming out with this, because you do have that option here of the Peter Weller head sculpt. I think that is a good option.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to trade up because, I mean, the reality is I probably mostly would display him as I do now with his helmet on. But, you know, I can see once in a while you might want to, you know, I do every once in a while I like to change things up in the collection. And I do think that's a good option to have the Peter Weller head sculpt. So, I mean, that first RoboCop, not the first, but the RoboCop 3 that I have, like, that sold out. If I recall, that sold out pretty quickly because I ended up having to get it in the aftermarket. So I think there's a big demand for it. I think, and there's a lot of fans of it. I think this is a great option for people.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a wonderful option. I love this head sculpt right here. I think it looks so much like the actor. Valkyrie, what are you thinking, man? Do you have a RoboCop already? Are you a RoboCop fan?
Yeah, I am a RoboCop fan. Let me see. I don't have one yet because I was still kind of like a newerish, what do you call it, person collecting hot toys also. But I remember having the same experience Adam has. But I was gonna say really quick. So we didn't see it in the movie, but we saw it in like we rented RoboCop from Blockbuster Video and watched it. And my mom looked at me like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe we showed that to our kids."
It's so great, but so bad in so many ways for kids. Like, you know, I feel the same way. You know, I always say I turned out fine because, you know, back in the day, it was like the movies that you watch, you know, you become like this crazy person, or the games that you watch, you know, is bad influence and whatnot, or games that you play is, you know, it's like a bad influence. But man, you know, it's pretty sweet, man. I have those same memories with my dad, with my mom taking me to the store to buy like really cool action figures when they had really cool action figures, like no matter what the movie was for kids. And yeah, just, I mean, I had one that had like a button that you push and it had like 3 or 4 things that it said. And one of it was like, drop it, dead or alive, you're coming with me, you know, stuff like that. So having the RoboCop 3 figure right here with the jetpack is really cool, because I remember seeing that one in the movie theater, the third one. I think I actually, I mean, the first one I saw when I was like 4 years old. I used to watch the first and second one all the time. So it was pretty crazy.
Wow, like 4?
Oh yeah, like I know I was 4 because I was living in Korea at the time, and I lived in Korea when I was like 2 to 4 years old. So, yeah, it just a lot of memories of RoboCop. RoboCop might be one of the first movies I remember watching, to be honest. And then my dad was in the military police officer, and so just a huge connection. He used to wear a shirt that said RoboPop, and you know, instead of RoboCop. So yeah, it's really cool to have him. So to have RoboCop 3, maybe I'll put the jetpack on there, and then for, you know, if I get this figure here, I can use this head sculpt and have like a different look. And then, you know, maybe if Jazz Inc. decides to do that Ford Taurus, that squad car, maybe I'll buy my first vehicle and have a RoboCop stepping out of the vehicle as well. So we'll see. We'll see.
The interesting about RoboCop, as I recall, is the later sequels. I don't think 2 and 3 were rated R. I think they were PG-13. And then there was a TV show, and I think there was like an animated series.
Yeah, the animated series is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, so they got a little more family friendly as it went down. You know, and that went down, but as it continued, I mean, that first movie is it's a hard R. I mean,
oh yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah, and just having the dad from that '70s show on there. You know, like you look back Smith, now, yeah, and
Clarence Boddicker.
Dude, it's
how we
awesome.
doing, Bobby?
Oh man, it's so cool to see. Like every time I watch that '70s show, I think of RoboCop or vice versa. So, really cool, too. Man. What's your guys' favorite RoboCop movie?
One for me, still.
Yeah, the first one for me.
Yeah, I think the first one for me as well. I'm hoping that we get more from, you know, the RoboCop line in the future, like Ed 209. all that good stuff. I love that this figure comes with the brain. That's pretty cool. The battle damage looks amazing. Man, like look at that battle damage on the chest. That's pretty sweet, man. On the helmet there, got that Harry Potter lightning bolt. Let's go. Yeah, looks really good. Wow. I'm excited for this. I'm just glad that we're getting a lot of sci-fi figures again. You know, it's been a while. It's been nothing but Marvel, DC, and Star Wars, which is what we want, right? But once in a while, it's nice to get something, these one-offs that, you know, RoboCop, Terminator, Alien, whatever it might be. Hopefully, Planet of the Apes one day. So it would, it's a nice kind of change of pace, and even getting that Jack Sparrow again. So like, you know, they're trying to do that again, which is really fun and awesome. So let's see what Jedi is saying here. Let's see. Oop. Gosh, I was like 5 when my dad let me watch RoboCop. Adam, you folks in Wisconsin are more hardcore than upstate New Yorkers. Would rent the movies and then borrow my grandma's VCR and record them. Wow. I'm not sure, but I do think my mom left out the part where Murphy gets blown away. Yeah. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, we used to record from like, I remember doing that with the radio too. Take those blank cassettes and then record like radio stations and stuff like that. It's awesome. We got Fig Poser in the house. What is up, Fig? Nice to see you around, man. Just talking figures, having a good time. Hope you can stick around. Let's see. Yeah, so RoboCop, definitely wanting to buy this figure right here. The battle damage is really selling me, but what's selling me the most right here, this sculpt, as we talked about, and just the detail along the side and the back of it as well. It's super cool. Can't wait to grab this figure. And for the price, it's not bad. Isn't it like 280 or is it 285
knocked out again? Okay, I'm back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is it 285? Somebody correct me in the comments. Graham, I know you probably know. I thought it was like 285, but yeah, good price. I know that the RoboCane is like 525, which is pretty crazy. I figured it'd be 500, but 525 at the end of the day, you're looking at like a little over $600 to get that shipped to you. It's crazy. Speaking of, Jedi says 300. All right, it's gotta come home. But speaking of RoboCane, let's go ahead and talk about him as well, real quick. And let's see. I'm still trying to get used to this new StreamYard, you guys. There we go. Okay, so RoboCane, really sick looking figure. This is like General Grievous, but with guns. Like, he looks really cool. I know we've all talked about it, but that scene where he, you know, comes into the warehouse and just lights everybody up is pretty intense. You know, scared me as a kid. Thought it was really cool at the same time. But RoboCane, this is a big shock. Like, never thought they would make this figure. Never even considered Hot Toys making this figure. So it was never like a dream figure or anything like that, because I just never really expected them to do something like this ever. You know, you hope that they do like, you know, Willy Wonka or, you know, Toy Story figures 1-to-1 scale or something like that, or Halo or something. But to do RoboCane from a RoboCop movie is pretty intense. I think this is a great call on Hot Toys, and I'm really excited that they're doing this. So now that we know that everyone here likes RoboCop, Adam, is this something that you would consider buying to put next to your RoboCop 3?
Yeah, this wasn't on my bingo card for what Hot Toys was going to produce. Not something I'm going to pick up. I'm really a RoboCop 1 fan. Didn't care as much for the later films. This looks really awesome, but I think for me, I'm kind of one and done on just the first RoboCop. But I mean, this definitely looks pretty sweet.
Yeah. I get what you're saying 100%. I'm probably in the same boat as you. I mean, I love RoboCop 2 and 3. Yes, I even like RoboCop 3, even though it's a terrible movie. But for nostalgic purposes, I really like it. I just don't see myself getting this because of the price. You know, $525, like we were talking about. But it is really cool. I hope, you know, people get it so that I can, you know, I hope Graham buys this so I can, you know, run over to his house and actually see this on the shelf, because I'd love to at least see it and, you know, see what it's like and stuff like that. But this is also a figure that I feel that will waitlist and will be very hard to find one day. So
is it die cast or is it?
It is die cast. I doubt it's not 100% die cast or anything like that, but it is die cast. It better be for that price.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I do feel this is one that will be hard to find later on down the road. So if you do want it, or you're 50-50 on getting it, and you think you'll want it more later, just go ahead, be safe, go ahead and buy it right now, pre-order it, make $50 payments for the next, I don't know, 6 months, and don't think about it. So, Valkyrie, how about you, man?
This is more of the area for me is nice to have, but not important to have.
Okay.
So, I mean, we'll see. It's like, if I could like, because I have like a bunch of pre-orders right now to go through too. So it's like, I'll have to do the math first, see if I can swing it. And then if I can, then I'll do the payments like 6 months for $50 a month or something like that. Definitely, as I said, it'd be nice to have, but not super important.
Sure. Yeah, I feel you there. It's there's a few figures out there for me lately that it's like, yeah, it'd be really cool to have that, but do I need it? With so much coming out, we have, especially just this year, I mean, we have the Fantastic Four figures coming out, and I can almost guarantee that they would be crazy not to announce the Silver Surfer. Like, that has to come too, I would assume. And, you know, Superman, I still think we're going to get a couple figures from there. And yeah, I don't think we're done yet this year. I mean, we have a lot coming, let alone the announcements that have already come. So, yeah, this one's tough because of the price. Like, I want it, but $525 over $600 after shipping and everything, that's a lot. That's a lot. But if you want it, pre-order it, because it might be hard to get one day. Oh,
yeah,
right.
I agree on that one. I don't see them doing a 2.0.
Yeah, I don't.
Soon.
Probably not, at least for the next 15, 20 years. Yeah, Jedi's saying I'm gonna hold out for the Ed 209 as opposed to Kane. Ooh, change of heart, I see. Yeah, an Ed 209 I'd buy that for, you know, 400 something bucks or something like that. But Kane, I'm with Valkyrie. It'd be cool, just don't need it. Ed 209 I would need. Let's see here. We got Dilo the Collector in the house. What is up? Too sweet, baby. Jedi says if we can get 50 likes on the stream, he'll get each of us a RoboCane. Is that each of you guys, like you, Dilo, and Jedi, or is that like all of us? Because if it's all of us, like, everybody should be hitting that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you, Dilo, for being here. I appreciate you. And of course, throwing up the two sweets. Okay, guys, I want to take a quick break from the figures, just real quick. We're in the 30-minute mark here, and I just really want to talk about a new game that I came up with. And let's see if I can get this thing up. Man, Jedi, I don't know if you had issues with this new StreamYard, but I cannot stand it. All right, so here it is. I just feel like this will be a little fun, a little 30, break time at 30 minutes. You guys are on a plane, okay? And you have to pick a seat. All right? I want to know what seat you guys are choosing and why. But don't let the person next to you kind of like grab your attention, because each one might come with some issues. Okay? So I want you guys to think about it a little bit. Okay. We have the first row up front. We have the two rich guys, Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne. Okay. On the other side, we got Mr. Terrific and Mrs. Wanda. All right. In the middle, we got Miles and Invincible. Okay. We also have Bruce Banner, which could be scary because if you can't control it, not good. I'm pretty sure you'd all, like, no matter where you sat, you'd pretty much be dead, but still. Okay. But you got John Wick there as well. Okay. 5 is tempting. But you got to be careful of those two. They might go at it. You got Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay. And 6, sitting next to Supergirl and Yelena. So who are you guys choosing? Whoever wants to go first, and definitely down in the comments, let us know which seat you're choosing as well and why.
All right, so I guess I'll throw myself to the wind here. I'm gonna go with seat number 1.
Okay.
And first and foremost, I like the aisle seat. I always take the aisle seat, and the wife and the daughter they sit inside. So I take the aisle seat, and so that's number 1. But beyond that, because number 4 is an aisle seat too. I would take 1 over 4. I think listening into the conversation between Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne would be fascinating, and I'm not sure what they'd be both sizing each other up. Obviously, everyone knows that Tony Stark, at least post Iron Man, and I assume at this point he's already announced to the world that he's Iron Man. So, does Tony Stark know that Bruce Wayne is Batman? And I think he does, because Stark is one of the most brilliant people on Earth. So then, do they talk shop, or is it a cat and mouse type of thing here, where they're trying to size each other up?
Imagine him like trying to figure out how his armor works and all that, Bruce Wayne, and like, hey, how can you make a bat suit out of that?
Yeah, and I think this is the Michael Keaton Batman is a much more charming, or Bruce Wayne and Batman too, but is a much more charming Bruce Wayne than say and this is just fresh on my mind because I just rewatched Batman versus Superman, the Ben Affleck Bruce Wayne, which I actually do like. He's a much more brooding one, and I could see him trying to assess, is Tony Stark a danger? Is his technology a danger to people, and do I need to eliminate him? Just like he tried to eliminate Superman.
Right.
I think that'd be a fascinating conversation. I don't see them engaging me too much. I see these two guys talking to each other, and I'm a fly on the wall.
What's this guy doing here?
Yeah.
This is first class. Oh man, good pick. I like that pick. Valkyrie.
I was gonna pick number 1 also, but I guess I'll pick something
Adam took your spot, man. You can't sit there anymore. He's sitting there.
I got the aisle, my friends.
The reason why is just really quick is because I know that Batman has a no-kill rule, and I'll be safe. The other one, let me see. I was gonna say pick number 3. What if Invincible falls asleep and starts like what do you call it? Maybe sleep swinging or something like that, kills me. And number 5 would be just absolutely dangerous, because what if Wolverine and Deadpool start getting a fight and me right in the middle? I'm dead too.
Yep.
Number 6. I could see what if Supergirl gets drunk again and
yeah, exactly. See, gets drunk or just super annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool because she's she's cute, and it's like, oh, this is safe back here, but nope, she might get drunk and just be really annoying.
So I would say
this whole plane is the sitting on a bunch of drunk. No one's sitting next to a bunch of drunk girls. No.
Yep. I would say the next safest one is number 2, because you're next to Mr. Terrific. He's smart. He looks after people around, I guess, because he's a good superhero. Wanda, she might be depressed about certain things, but I don't see her as like on a whim, like taking me out. So number 2 would be the next safest one.
All right, so you're picking number 2.
Yes.
All right, so you
Yeah.
guys both pick 1 and 2. I was going to pick number 1 as well. I think that's a really nice seat. I would be a little nervous though. Anyways, like I don't know if I would actually pick that seat. I would be walking and I'd be like, well, I can't sit there. And I would just keep walking. And then if I'm in the middle, I would not choose Bruce, and I would not want to go like, hey, Invincible, can I sit over there? So I'm like, I'm kind of stuck. Like there's no more aisle seats. I'm not sitting next to Bruce Banner. So when I get to the back and I see number 5, right? I'm like, nope. And I look over and I see 2 like, girls. And I'm like, all right, I'm choosing number 6. Okay. They're having a party. They're good. Number 1's taken. I'm not asking to sit in the window seat over next to Invincible. Miles would be cool. But, and I'm a window seat guy anyways. So I'm the complete opposite of Adam here. I like the window. When I feel like I'm falling, I like to look at the ground because I know it's not closer. Does that make sense? Like if I'm like and I look outside and I'm still above the clouds, I know I'm okay. But if I'm in the aisle and I can't see what's going on outside, I freak out. So yeah, and you know what? I was taught never to get drunk on a plane because in case something happens,
Yep.
So I probably would not get drunk with them, but I'd have fun talking about, her brother and Krypton, and Yelena might be a little bit depressed and eating her mac and cheese, but it'd be fun.
I think seat number 6 is a thirst trap because you see these two beautiful women and you think this might be interesting, and then within 10 minutes of listening to their drunkenness and depression, you're gonna wish you were in seat number 5.
Yeah.
End it.
Yeah, that's
just end it.
Yeah. I mean, you guys left me with no choice, really. I mean, you guys took 1 and 2. 6. Yeah. And you guys know me. I love Supergirl. She's my favorite female superhero. So let's see. Delo's picking 6. He goes, I can fix the issues in this aisle. Oh, man. And we got Stacy in the house. What is up? Good evening, guys, and chat. Hope you're all having a great weekend. Fantastic for tomorrow. Can't wait. I think you will love it. Have fun with that. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you stick around a little bit. We got a top or bottom today. We have some more figures to talk about, and we have a non-spoiler at the end, non-spoiler of what we thought about Fantastic Four. So if you're interested with that. So thank you guys for playing this. This was fun. And, I'll do this once in a while with different characters. Maybe we'll do different directors or different actual like people, different, I don't know, action movies, or it doesn't always have to be superheroes. I mean, I got John Wick here as well, but yeah, that was fun. That was fun. All right, let me stop presenting this here if it lets me, because I just don't like it. There we go. Okay. Gotta get used to it. Guys, let's talk about another figure here. Let's see here. Let's talk about the big chap. I'm a huge Alien fan, especially the first movie. I like Aliens, but like Alien, to me, Alien, the first movie, is by far better, in my opinion. I like the horror element more so than like the action sci-fi stuff that you especially at that time, especially like, and I wasn't even around at that time, but like, you just know kind of like the history and stuff. And, when I was a kid and all of that, there's not a lot of horror in space unless you watch Jason, right, in space or whatever. And then wasn't there like a leprechaun in space too, or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yep. It was terrible. But then you have Alien, where nobody can hear you scream. Like, I love this movie. It from start to finish. Just a great movie, way ahead of its time, and still holds up to this day. We got the big chap. Okay, we had the Scorch alien from Romulus that was announced a little while ago now at this point, and I was really considering buying that, and I'm still slightly considering buying it, but if I can only get one, which might be the case for a while, I am definitely going to be choosing the Big Chap because I think it looks better. And not only that, but it's from one of my favorite movies. So I'm in, but I want to know if you guys are in on the panel and on the chat. Valkyrie, I'm going to start with you this time. Are you an Alien fan, and do figures like this interest you?
Yeah, I'm a big Aliens fan because I remember back when I was in the 8th grade, I was able to sneak into the rated R Aliens movie. I don't know how we did it, me and my friends. We did, and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of my favorite all-time science fiction movies. I don't know. I don't really consider it horror, but I mean, because of the battle scenes and things like that. Just love this movie. I think it's super awesome. And let's see here. A Big Chap, I might consider him, but I also, if I would get an Aliens, I would probably have to have like the other characters from Aliens as well, like Sigourney Weaver. Let's see here, I forgot the name of the other guy. The
Hicks, Bishop.
Yes, thank you, Bishop. Yeah, they would be fun to have, and especially, of course, Sigourney Weaver with the loader.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that would be so cool.
Mm-hmm. That might be my pick. If you could give me all those figures, I'd be like, I'm all in.
Wouldn't that be cool though? And I kind of feel like they might do that. I mean, we got Kane, like Kane, like, you know, we're getting the Big Chap again. We've gotten the Jungle Predator and a bunch of, you know, we got Feral Predator and all that stuff. So, and we even got Rain from Romulus. So it's very likely that, you know, we can get a Ripley and get her with that loader. So that'd be pretty sweet. That'd be really cool. So would you consider buying this then?
I'm considering it actually. I mean, to me, it's not that creepy looking. It's still a cool figure. And then you could probably have more fun, like maybe pose Superman versus one of the Big Chap as well, or some fun, cool. Or even like
have like Spider-Man figures fighting the Big Chap and
or cool. Maybe even Stormtroopers.
Oh my gosh, that would be cool.
Yeah, or Darth Vader.
Oh man, like yeah, but you know how like when Darth Vader comes in and at the beginning of A New Hope, and you know that whole scene, like kind of make that, but with an alien coming, you know what I mean? And you have the stormtrooper shooting at him.
Yeah.
I guess more like the scene at the end of oh my gosh. Rogue One. At the end of Rogue One. Like that scene, but with an alien against stormtroopers, because they're missing him the whole time, which is perfect. You know?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Make that scene.
All right.
Got to. Now you have to buy this figure. I got to see that. Somebody else is going to steal it. It's going to happen.
Well, I've got the incinerator. I have 2 incinerator troopers as well, just to light them on fire.
Dude, that would be sweet. That would be awesome. It'd be really cool. I want to see it. Adam, what are you thinking?
Yeah, like Valkyrie, Aliens, the second one, is in my top 20, top 25 favorite movies of all time. I love that movie. The second, I love the first. I like the first one. I love the second movie. I don't like any of the movies after. Romulus was pretty good. I'll give Romulus like a B minus. B minus. It was good. It was solid.
Yeah, I think Romulus. I'm with you. Romulus is like the third best, but it
was good
compared to like all the ones in between. It was finally a good alien movie again.
It was. If I paid to see it in the theater, I'm not sure I would have liked it as much. But watching it on whatever Hulu or whatever, I saw it for free. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm excited for the Alien Earth TV show. I saw a new preview for that today. That looks really good. In terms of the figure, I would like an alien figure. I have not a Hot Toys one. I have like a, what is it, NECA or one of those small.
NECA does a very good job with their figures.
Yeah, I have like a it's like the size of a Black Series or Marvel Legends alien figure. But I would, I haven't pre-ordered the one from Romulus because, the movie was good, but I was kind of waiting to see what the final product looked like. I've wanted the big chap, but it was such an older figure. And again, I give Hot Toys some credit here. For some of these figures that came out 10, 12, 15 years ago, before many of us were in the hobby, some of these figures have not, some versions of it have held up pretty well in terms of like the elements and whatnot, but others maybe not so much. And so this gives us an opportunity to pick these up. I'm now leaning to getting the big chap. I've been waiting to see the blogger photos and to see if they came out with any other alien, and they certainly came out with this one. So I definitely would get this. And kind of what Valkyrie was saying, like, hey, if they released a 2.0 of Ripley and the Power Loader, and then they start doing the characters from Aliens, I'd be like, for me, this is like a one and done. I get the alien, and like Valkyrie was saying, you can pose them with Deadpool, Wolverine, virtually Batman, because we know they've had comics of these, so you can have fun with this. Or if you have a Predator, obviously that's a no-brainer right there. But if they released characters from Aliens, I could see going down a rabbit hole with this one because it's just such a great movie.
Yeah, I agree with you guys 100%, man. This is one that I'm looking to buy as well, and for $315, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think the Scorched Xenomorph was $305 or is $305. So for $315, it's pretty cool. I like the base. I like, all of that. I love how translucent his dome is here. I think that's really sweet. You can actually like see in there very well. Man, this is going to be a cool figure. I'm looking forward to it because I've never had a Xenomorph in my collection. So to get this in the collection, I'm really looking forward to that. We got Mike Litteris in the house. Hey, dudes, early work tomorrow, but just stopped in to say hello. Thank you, Mike. Sir. I appreciate you for coming by real quick. You have a good night's sleep, my good friend. And thank you for the fun talk on Fantastic Four earlier today. We also have the Movie Canon Brickyard member and moderator. Evening, everybody. Brick, Adam, Valkyrie. I have family over. We'll catch the replay. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a busy weekend with a lot of people. So I figured, a lot of people are busy. San Diego Comic-Con, man. Totally get it. And Stacy's saying, I like it, but I don't think it will fit in a D-tall.
Might be too tall.
Oh, yeah.
You may be right.
With the base, it'd probably be too tall. Maybe without the base, you could fit in there. I think without a base, you could fit in there. But you probably want a base. For sure.
Yeah.
Especially, you don't want this falling and smacking into the glass and the whole DTOF shatters. Like, oh my goodness. I've seen nightmare pictures on that. But yeah, this is coming home. I think with the figures that we've talked about with RoboCop, RoboCane, and this is at the top of the list. I think if I didn't already have RoboCop 3, that I would put RoboCop 2 at the top of the list. But because I already have him, the Xenomorph, for sure. This big chap. Yeah. So, guys, let's take another pause and let's play some top or bottom. Actually, yeah, let's do it. I want to jump to top or bottom real quick. I was trying to think of, because of what top or bottom is today, which you guys will see here in a second. I was like, do I do it or do I wait? But let's do it. It's going to be a really quick one. Okay, I'm warning you now. Just a very quick one, but it should be fun, and it will get us into a certain conversation that we're all waiting to talk about. Okay. Now, without any spoilers.
Come on.
Without any spoilers. So nobody worry. But if you're too worried, come back in like 15 minutes. without any spoilers, okay? And if for some reason we accidentally spoil something, I will give you guys like a $25 Sideshow gift card because I'd feel bad. But without giving anything away on the movie, I want to know which one that you guys liked and a little bit of why. And then it will kind of lead us into talking a little bit about the Fantastic Four movie as well. Anybody wants to go first? You can. We got more figures to talk about after this. But man, this is a tough one because July, we knew this is going to be tough. DC's back, Marvel's back. You know, that's exciting. Superman was such a fresh take of Superman, and definitely the right take, in my opinion. You know, I had a lot of fun with Superman, but I also last night had a lot of fun with Fantastic Four. Valkyrie, I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna let Adam think about it because I know his score for both of these movies are the same. So I'm gonna let him think a little bit.
I'm listening. I'm gonna put on a hoodie here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm listening.
But Valkyrie, I'm gonna start with you without giving anything away. Which film do you think deserves the medal for July 2025?
Well, I should preface it a little bit also with this. So I was actually, I was a big Marvel fan, but Fantastic Four was actually the lowest ranking for me for the comic books and cartoons.
Okay.
I was like never really. I mean, I read the comic books when they did like those big team ups with like everyone in the Marvel universe fights against some big baddie, and at the end of and then they beat him at the end of the summer comic overlap things, or and then, but after watching Fantastic Four, I was really blown away and impressed with the writing and the whole movie. I mean, I really loved it.
Well, it had the same director as WandaVision, you know, and that was one of the only good Disney Plus movie or Disney Plus shows. So that gave me hope.
Yeah, I mean, it was just to me, I just love the whole like the 60s vibe, everything from the from that movie. It was just awesome. The scenery, the storyline, everything. It was just well put together. Special effects were just awesome. I'm not like saying that Superman was a bad movie in any way, but
sure. I
just thought that it was like as far as like being well written, I would put Fantastic Four just a little bit above it, just because I was, as I said, I was never really impressed with the team, but with this movie, I really was. I mean, I thought the acting was great. I know a lot of people say, well, Pedro Pascal's everywhere, but I really like the way he portrayed Mr. Fantastic. I thought it was awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I had a great time with this movie. And I walked out feeling really good. I was like, this is an awesome movie. We all have to go see it. And I'm looking forward to other Fantastic Four movies in the future now.
Right. So you're choosing Fantastic Four?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, for me, I'm a big Superman fan. I thought David Corn Sweat knocked it out of the park. I mean, he was, for me, when I looked at him, he was believable as Superman, but it was just the writing in Fantastic Four just made it pull up ahead of Superman.
Sure. No, that's awesome. So we got one top. Mr. Adam, have you been able to think about this?
Yeah. So I like a lot what Valkyrie said. You know, same kind of thing with me as I read a lot of comics when I was a kid, and I did read some runs of Fantastic Four that John Byrne did because I was a big John Byrne fan. And like when She-Hulk was a member, but I tended to be more invested in the Fantastic Four when, say, Spider-Man was a guest star, or some other Marvel character was in it. That hooked me in it. And I always liked the Thing, and I liked the Human Torch. I always thought Reed Richards and Sue Storm, particularly Reed Richards, were lame characters. Like these never appealed to me. I think that this movie made me really interested and invested in those two characters, Reed Richards and Sue Storm. Pedro Pascal, listen, I've never been a Pedro Pascal hater. I like him as Din Djarin. I loved him in Game of Thrones. I have issues with the second season of Last of Us, but they're nothing to do with Pedro Pascal. They have everything to do with Pedro Pascal, and it's what happens to his character, not to him.
Yeah, right.
You know, and that I want more Pedro Pascal. So Wonder Woman 1984, I don't think that's a very good movie, but Pedro Pascal is really good as Maxwell Lord in that film.
Yeah.
So I thought he was excellent as Reed Richards in this. I think that the world they created, you know, that those first couple minutes of Fantastic Four, where they're doing the intro and some backstory, how that's conveyed, and the retro 1960s world that of like the Jetsons almost. And if you look at some old issues of like Life magazine from that era, that the optimism that space travel and technology will revolutionize the world, and that's what they showed in this. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
I love Superman, and Superman really got you hooked into that world too of creating a comic book feel. I gave him the exact same score, 10 out of 10.
Whew. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
I guess I got to go with Superman, because Superman I saw twice. So
okay,
and my initial score on Superman was a 9.5 out of 10.
See, that's what I was thinking. I thought
I saw it again, and then it was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I was wondering because I knew you knew Fantastic Four was a 10 out of 10 right away, so I thought, oh, maybe he'll choose Fantastic Four. But you know, seeing a movie a second time really gives it more depth.
Yeah.
Before I make my decision, so we have one top, one bottom. Before I make my decision, I do want to talk about Fantastic Four a little bit. Fantastic Four was a great film. I went in thinking I was going to like it. Okay. I did not go in finding out that I was going to love it. It is such a good movie. The chemistry is top tier, like with the family, like all four of them, not just Reed Richards and Sue Storm. I'm talking like all four of them. The chemistry is phenomenal. Like it's top tier. Very good story. Love the whole story. The writers did a great job. The director did a great job as well, without giving anything away. For me, the third act was a little lackluster, without getting into it. But I love what this movie is setting up. I love that we are going to be seeing more of all of this. Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, all these good movies that we've had in the future. Doomsday, that's not a spoiler. We know that. I love that Spider-Man is coming next, because I'm like, you know, Spider-Man. And that's really exciting for me to know that Fantastic Four was this good of a movie, and that there could be a moment, just like there was that moment when, you know, Spider-Man was hanging out with the Guardians. You know, we could kind of see him hanging out with Fantastic Four. So that would be cool. I would love that. I would love a whole movie of that. That being said, Superman, for me, I had no issues with. I really didn't. To me, it was just a very good movie. It brought a lot of hope. I loved the acting. I won't get into all that, all the other stuff, but to me, it was just a perfect superhero film. And I gave Superman a 10. I give Fantastic Four an 8, and that's a very good score as well. I'm going to go with Superman, so I'm going to go with bottom for me. But so 2 bottoms, 1 top, both great movies. And I'm just super excited to see what Marvel has in store for us. Super excited for what DC has in store for us. I mean, guys, next year between June and July, we're going to have a Supergirl movie and we're going to have a Spider-Man movie.
You know, the one thing I think is what they really did well with Fantastic Four in terms of setting up the future. I think since Endgame, the MCU has lacked the core characters and the camaraderie of Tony Stark, Captain America, Steve Rogers, Captain America, Natasha, Black Widow, those 3. But and then you had Thor and Clint Barton, Hawkeye. But you know, and you had other characters, of course. But the 3 for me is Iron Man, Black Widow, and Cap. Those 3, there was a real lacking, and I don't think some of the films they've had have. I like Doctor Strange. To me. And you know, he was in Infinity War and Endgame, but you need some other characters.
Well, and that's the thing, Adam. Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'll let you go.
Yeah. Well, I think if you build, I hope that Avengers Doomsday and I assume Secret Wars too, but certainly Doomsday, that a large part of that is built around Fantastic Four. With Thor, with some of the others.
Sure.
You know, Captain America, Brave New World, you know, I don't blame the actors, but that was not, that was part of the old regime and it went through a lot of iterations.
Yeah. Do you know what ruined that movie for me? Honestly, was Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk. That ruined it for me. I couldn't see it. I don't like seeing the actor's face in the Red Hulk or the Hulk in general. I don't like how they do that. I don't like that the Red Hulk was in it for like 2 seconds. And I don't know.
You know what I think might be the reason why you didn't like it? Maybe I'm wrong. Because it was similar to me. I love Harrison Ford. He's one of my favorite actors.
Oh yeah, I do too. And
yeah. He's a hero.
Yes.
And there's maybe one movie where he played a villain in the past, but he's always been the hero.
I think What Lies Beneath.
What Lies Beneath, he played the villain. Yeah. That's the one time, I believe, someone might correct me, but I believe that's the only time he played the villain. And he wasn't quite a villain in this, but he, like William Hurt, who unfortunately passed away, he was a very good Thaddeus Ross because he's an a-hole. He can play an a-hole. and Harrison Ford, that's not the role that we all associate with Harrison Ford. Yeah. I think they should have gone with another actor, and maybe that may have helped. I mean, Harrison Ford was great in the role. I don't blame his acting, but we have a hard time associating him in that type of role. Yeah.
That's exactly what I meant. So thank you for saying that. I think that the problem with Marvel lately, before Fantastic Four, is 85 random percentage here. 85% of the movies that we have been getting from the MCU since Endgame, okay, have been from secondary characters. Okay, so we have the Falcon, we have the Winter Soldier, both are not main characters. We have Yelena, not a main character. We have, Ant-Man, not really. I mean, yes, he had a solo movie before, but like he's still not a main Avengers guy. And I think with this Fantastic Four movie, we're able to kind of get that flavor back. Like these are big characters, not just because they're the Fantastic Four, but because they did them right. They introduced them correctly in a whole nother universe, right? And they don't have to worry about like being side characters to anybody right now. And now we're going to see them eventually, right? Come into the other world eventually. And it's going to be correct. You know, like it's not rushed. It's not, okay, well, Yelena can be the next Black Widow and the Falcon can be the next Captain America, you know, like all that. It's come on, like let's come on here. And I think they're starting to get back on track here, and I'm excited.
Yeah, and I think if you look at I think the other problem they had is some of the movies they've had, it should have been more team ups. Like if you look at Captain America: Civil War was Avengers 2.5, really.
Mm-hmm.
And plus you had Spider-Man introduced in there. Thor Ragnarok was really Thor and Hulk. It was primarily Thor, but it was like 40% a Hulk movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home, besides, I mean, Spider-Man could just carry his own thing, but Spider-Man No Way Home also had Doctor Strange. Now Doctor Strange
and two other Spider-Mans.
That did have Scarlet Witch. And it wasn't the greatest MCU, but it was okay. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think, like, yes, I know the Marvels try to but to me that was like, yes, you have Captain Marvel and two characters from TV shows that no one cares. I mean,
well, and then in the same with TV shows, the Disney Plus shows, which ones have done well? The team up ones. Hawkeye with Kate Bishop, Wanda with Vision. Like, it's the team up shows. Daredevil, you know, you got the Punisher in there once in a while. So
Loki
was amazing. Yeah. Loki was great.
So I think if they had, you know, to me, like they should have had some of these movies like Ant-Man. That should have been a team up with another major Marvel character in there.
Yomo.
I think Captain America: Brave New World, that should have been more like Civil War. That should have really been a major film.
Which one should have been like Civil War? I'm sorry.
Captain America: Brave New World.
Yes. Yeah.
Particularly when you had like an untested Cap, I think they needed to have, like, why wasn't Hulk in this movie? Yeah, Red Hulk. It's just
so unbelievable too that this guy without the serum or whatever could beat the Red Hulk, who was supposed to be stronger than the Green Hulk. Like,
that's the other thing. Take the serum. Why isn't? I don't get this whole thing.
Like, make it official. Yeah. But good question here, Ash Chase. What is up, my friend? Is Spider-Man before or after Doomsday? So the release date is, as of right now, July of 2026, and Doomsday has been pushed back to December of 2026. And if you're talking about like chronologically, it's also, from what I am aware, before Doomsday as well. What I think is going to happen is it's more street level, and then crap's going to hit the fan where Doomsday happens. So we're going to get that street level Spider-Man once and for all before crap hits the fan, basically, which is cool. Let's see. He also says Doomsday will be like Infinity War. Infinity War was Thanos movie, so Doomsday will be a Dooms movie. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree.
It's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be fun. And then Secret Wars after that. Oh my gosh. Like the next three big Marvel movies: Spider-Man, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. That's crazy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then of course after that we'll probably see more X-Men stuff coming and starting up, rebooting and whatnot. So very exciting times. Hopefully they do X-Men. If they do X-Men the way that they've done Fantastic Four, right? Where it's like almost like a different universe in a different time period or something. Like that would be really awesome. Teach their own though. So yeah, we got two bottoms, one top. I don't think any answer could be wrong. Both great movies. Absolutely love 2025 so far. I would say my top three movies of 2025 is Superman, Fantastic Four, and Sinners, in no order. I would probably put Sinners as my favorite movie of 2025. And then Superman and Fantastic Four. I guess I will give it an order. I do feel like Superman is a movie that I will rewatch a lot more than Sinners, but Sinners was honestly just a very, very well put together film that you don't see a lot of like that. So that's why I think it's my favorite of the year as of right now. So, okay. That was fun. So I want to talk a little bit about. Let's just see what pops up here. Let's talk about Michael Jackson here, from InArt. Now, this was announced. Now, when it comes to InArt, it's looking really good, right? I mean, this figure here looks good. A lot of the NR figures look really, really great. I only have Paul Atreides as of right now. I do have the Superman on pre-order. But for me, when it comes to InArt, I still have not been blown away personally with the figures that I've seen in hand or with my Paul Atreides. However, I do know that they are great figures, and I need to stop being so damn picky, and I want to be more into the InArt line. Okay. But that being said, I also want them to do Game of Thrones. Like, that's what I want. But this Michael Jackson, okay, like musical figures is also very cool. And this Michael Jackson looks pretty awesome. I don't really have I saw some comments like that they're not fully impressed. I was like, what? Like, how can you not be impressed with this figure? But I like it, you know. But this, correct me if I'm wrong, this is from Smooth Criminal, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And they had just done the other Michael Jackson figure, which turned out awesome, honestly. This is really cool. This is something personally that I would not add to my collection, but is really awesome, and I give InArt props for doing something different. Adam, I'll start with you. What do you think of this Michael Jackson figure?
It looks just like him. Listen, they're in InArt. I've been critical of InArt. I have a couple of InArt figures, but my criticism is more so like in some of their past magnetic stands, and just like, I know some people like the unboxing process. I do know some people like that. The one unboxing I have done was not fun, but I think once it's on your shelf, it looks really good. This figure is not something I would get. I loved Michael Jackson back in the Thriller days and when he did Bad when I was in elementary school, but I would not get this.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Definitely a really cool piece, but
I tell you though, like I don't know, his current popularity. It seems like maybe with younger people, obviously around Halloween, everyone wants to hear Thriller. Maybe some younger people who weren't alive back in the day or haven't really know his story fully. He's might be more popular, but when I've been abroad, I actually remember about 17 years ago, I was in Russia, and he was like hugely popular. Like I couldn't and at that point he was at the bottom nadir of his popularity in the United States, and he was hugely popular. Like there were billboards of his all over the place. So I think internationally, and that's probably why they're making this figure, he is hugely popular.
Yeah, I think he's still pretty popular. What year did he die? Was it 2008? 9? Oh, 8? Okay.
Yeah, it was around that time, I think.
Around that time. It was either 8 or 9. I can't remember.
Because it was around the same time somebody else passed. Yeah, I think it was 08.
Okay.
I don't know. Somebody correct me if I am wrong. But Valkyrie.
2009.
2009.
2009. Okay. Yeah.
Valkyrie, first off, do you like Michael Jackson? You like his music?
We'll put it this way. So I lived in that time in the early 80s or early to the mid 80s where he was king. We all listened to him, and we didn't have CDs back then. We had the tapes, had to rewind it. We
Yeah.
played it all the time. So I was a big fan when I was a kid. And then sort of like you grew up, and then you're like, you still kind of like have that nostalgic feeling for it. But it's probably not something I would listen to as much anymore that I've
Is
like
that the too sweet
grown up.
sign? Too
Oh,
sweet.
me. Too sweet.
Michael Jackson there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I still have like fond memories as a kid of listening to it. I remember like when we back when we had MTV also back then, the Thriller video, everyone had to watch that video too.
Yep.
That was like pretty scary when we were kids, but we loved it. You know, it was awesome.
Yeah,
And
it's
so
awesome.
yeah, we have great memories and things like that. But I mean, like for me now, the figure's probably not something I would buy. I mean, I would kind of consider it as for nostalgia's sake, but
This picture seems off to me right here. This one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd probably say probably most likely no, but it'll just there'll always be that spot in my memory, special place in my heart for the songs back then when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah. I am the same. Figure's not for me. I did grow up. My sister was a huge Michael Jackson fan. Had, I don't know, probably all of his CDs. I just remember them always being around her room. And yeah, she would listen to Michael Jackson a lot. Master P was another one, totally different genre, but like she was into like more of the hip hop music. And yeah, so I grew up with Michael Jackson. I will say I still believe he has the best halftime show for the Super Bowl of all time. And I mean, he was super, super talented. For me though, like with the musicians, it has to be like my top 3 musicians, right? Like if I'm gonna get a figure, like I like getting Spider-Man, right? I don't like getting, like I would get a Batman figure, but I'm not gonna get just a plain Michael Keaton figure, right? Like unless it was Bruce Wayne. But like I'm into like the superhero stuff, you know? Yeah. But you know, it's very cool. InArt, like I said, has still not, they still don't have me yet. You know, I'm still going to be very picky with what figures I get from InArt because I'm just not there yet. I have the Paul Atreides and I am not blown away yet. And it's a pain in the butt to get him the way that you want. It was a pain in the butt to put his head on. He looks fine. He looks good, but the I don't know. It's just a pain. These figures are just a pain, and it's to each their own, right? But they haven't blown me away yet. They just haven't.
I'm glad you told me this.
Yeah,
because I was looking at Paul Atreides InArt. I saw it for still available, and I was really considering getting it because I love the movie so much. But I was like,
me too, man.
Yeah, okay.
Like I've even thought about just selling them, but I was like, I love the movie too much. I need to sit down with him and actually take my time. Like I need to do that. And then once he's set up and looks good, like the way that Shane has him or something, you know, like then maybe I'll like him more. I don't know, man. Like I like my Hot Toys where I can take them out the box, give them some accessories, pose them up, not worry about a belt, not worry about you know, all this other stuff. Like, so nothing against InArt. It's just not for me yet, if that makes sense. So I don't want to like get hated on or anything.
I'm curious what InArt's is. Does InArt plan on making a whole bunch of versions of Michael Jackson throughout his musical career?
Yeah.
Because
okay, I think so. I think so because I think John was
Thriller
on like a year or two ago and on somebody's stream. I can't remember what stream it was, but yeah, he had talked about different like music videos. I would assume they're doing Thriller. If they do Thriller, that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
because that's got to be, I would imagine, the most popular.
Yeah, dude. If they did
iteration.
Thriller, they would be, unless they can't get the license for that specific music video, maybe. That might be possible, but they'd be crazy not to do Thriller if they could.
I mean, I think that the Thriller version, I could see one I can see people who, for a variety of reasons, would not want to get the later versions, but they would get Thriller because people would make the cognitive link. Well, this is back before he changed.
Yeah.
And this is the version that I fell in love with. And so for my nostalgia, I'm okay with this version.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what I do in my mind.
Well, and it's
know?
freaking Thriller, like,
yeah,
that's pretty cool. My favorite song by him is actually the song. Go ahead.
Yeah, they can do variations. I mean, they could have the zombie version and
Yeah.
and the
the werewolf and
or not the zombie, werewolf. I'm sorry.
Yeah. My favorite song from him is honestly the one from Free Willy. Like I remember popping that movie on, and it would always play before the movie started on VHS. I love that song. And then Thriller would probably be next. Man in the Mirror is good. So yeah, he's got good music. Figure's not for me though, but definitely happy for those people who are big Michael Jackson fans. Blue Tattoo in the house. What is up, my friend? Thank you for being here. Good to see you around.
Hey,
just talking some figures. Played a couple games already. Probably hang out here for another half hour or so. So if you want to hang out with us, please do. All right, guys. I want to talk about what's kind of going on at San Diego Comic-Con. You guys know that I like my Mondo Spider-Man figures. Okay. I like the Batman figures too. I don't have any Batman. I'm afraid to get into that line because I'm behind. And I've told myself that if I do Mondo, I'm only doing Spider-Man. However, they got some new lines coming up. Okay. They got Adventure Time. I don't know if you guys were ever in to Adventure Time. It was a few years. I don't know, probably more than a few years. It was probably like 6-7 years after my time in high school. I thought Adventure Time was fun, and definitely different from the few episodes that I've seen, but definitely not for me. I don't know if you guys are into Adventure Time or not.
Never heard of it.
I used to watch it with my daughter.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the artwork is really
interesting.
cool. It's unique. It's interesting. But like it's figures, not for me. But the Goofy movie, on the other hand, the Goofy movie for me is maybe something that I will get into. This was such a good movie growing up for me as a kid, and I don't know. There's just something about a Goofy movie. What about you guys for here? Isn't it cool though that they're doing different stuff like this though? Like, even if you're not really into it or know what it is, like it's kind of cool that they're doing 1/6 figures of a Goofy movie.
To quote Stand By Me, Pluto's the dog. What the hell is Goofy? You know what? Emily used to love Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Okay.
I could still hear the theme song for that show. On Disney
My daughter too.
Junior. Well, it used to be.
I'm in those
Disney
stages.
Junior.
I'm in those stages for the third time now.
Yeah. Oh
so
my gosh.
yeah, I think this is cool.
Yeah. This is cool.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? We got King of the Hill. That's cool, but why?
I could see this being a seller.
Yeah, this definitely will. This, just listening to these guys talk while drinking a beer.
I could just hear them in my head right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun line. Never heard of this one. Janine? Never heard of Janine.
Janine.
Okay.
Yeah, Janine. That's
That's
the secretary from Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Slimer there on
gosh.
the right.
Duh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, these guys here, I was like, this looks familiar too. Because I remember watching this animated series once in a while as a kid. Okay. So Ghostbusters, Janine, that's cool. Because they do have other Ghostbusters figures. They got Merman, which is cool. They got
Merman?
Leatherhead.
He-Man.
Oh, nice.
He-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you guys know that movie's coming out, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder how that's going to be.
Seriously,
I wonder how that's going to attract the attention of, you know, multiple generations that never watched He-Man, right? Or Masters of the Universe. You know, like I wonder how that's gonna hold up. Are you guys excited for it though?
I'd be interested as long as it's about He-Man and it doesn't sideline him.
Yeah.
To make Tila the main character.
Sure.
And maybe has like has like the look from the old cartoon. You know, I don't want to, like, if they stray from that and say let's modernize him to the 2020s aesthetic. I would be like, no, I want the original He-Man look.
Yes.
Yeah.
He-Man.
Yeah.
We got Leatherhead from TMNT. This is pretty cool. Okay, I like that. I like that design. So Mondo's pretty cool, man, because I love their paint applications. Their joints are a little tight at first. Once they loosen up, they're really good. They come with like so many accessories, which we'll get into a little bit more later, but you just don't see that with other companies.
So they're doing 1/6 turtles?
They are.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Yep.
Isn't that one of the things you wanted, right?
It is, but they're not doing the ones that I wanted.
Oh.
Unfortunately, like they're not doing the animated series from like the 80s and 90s, and it's not the movies, you know, the OG movies, unfortunately.
Which version are they doing?
I saw a picture. I have no idea where it's from. I think it might pop up here.
Okay.
But we got Superman, so they're doing a Superman line now, which is very exciting. Looks
from the
pretty
animated
good.
Series,
Yep, from the animated series.
Oh.
And
I like that
guys,
show a lot.
but look at this 4 head sculpts, and look at this head
Lois.
sculpt too, where the lasers coming out. All these different head sculpts. You get Lois here. You know, imagine putting her in somebody else's arms. You know,
I might
get a different
that.
cape. Yeah, this is really, really cool.
I could see getting this one.
Me
That would be
too.
awesome.
You get
man.
you get Superman and Lois.
Yeah, how cool is that?
That's
And you can put them
cool.
like in the air together, and he's holding her. Like,
Yes.
super cool, super cool. I'm excited for this line. This is scary for me. This line here, because guess what? We're getting Superman. We might get a Supergirl as well. So
Ooh.
that'd be cool. We got Batgirl. Speaking of girl, so this is cool for the Batman line.
Mhm.
But again, 4 head sculpts, and these are just a little over $200. Like, you know, and they're not the quality as Hot Toys. I get that, but you're also not seeing 4 head sculpts for many people with these paint applications, how the way they do it, and all these accessories too. So pretty cool. Oh man, look at that! They're bringing the gargoyles. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. I didn't even see this picture
I used
yet.
to watch that show.
Oh,
Me too.
yeah. I might have to get Goliath here. That's amazing. Did you see that the guy that does his voice just got a star on the what do they call it? The Walk of
Oh,
Fame
you
or
Walk of
whatever?
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, didn't Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek: The Next Generation, wasn't he one of the voices?
He was, yes. He played
Yeah.
a guy that looked like him. Beard.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, here they are, Ninja Turtles. Like, I have no idea, no clue.
Wasn't that the movie with Megan Fox?
I don't think so, because he's like he's got
okay,
like
okay.
a cape, and
Okay, never
I
mind.
have no idea what this is. But then I also saw another picture that they show the Mousers. Okay, from like it looked like the Mousers from the, like, what is it, mid 80s to early 90s show. So they might still be doing that original animated show. We have Shredder here again. Looks a lot like the Shredder that we've seen in the movie, but still I don't think it is. Definitely not. But look at all these head sculpts. Look at that. All the different helmets, like Mondo kills it with that. This is the one I'm excited for because I do the Spider-Man line. So we got Lizard. Lizard is the next Spider-Man figure. Very excited about that. I actually did a video on which ones are coming next, and Lizard was one of them. Carnage was one of them, and I was right about both. Hopefully Doc Ock and Green Goblin are next. Let's go. But this Lizard is going to be awesome. And guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 head sculpts.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And if the body isn't right, and there's a little paint, whatever, that's wrong, that people were mad about with Spider-Man, you get a whole new body, and you put one of these head sculpts on that body. It's great. They're like, oh yeah, we'll send you the whole body, and it doesn't come with hands, but you got all these hands. You can like choose a different pose with a different, like it's Mono takes care of you. We got Dr. Doom. This is a big one in the community, and again, look at all the head sculpts. Like it's just crazy accessories. Like, yeah, it looks so good.
I'm getting the Hot Toys one that's coming out.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes, I had to get it.
That makes sense. Okay, we got Beast. This is cool.
Oh,
very cool.
It is cool.
I love that you can put how you put the jacket on too. That's cool. The way that they do that. A lot of head sculpts with that as well. Triclops. Do you guys know this?
Yes. Used to watch that on He-Man.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. He had that. He has like 3 eyes, and you just switch around what he needs.
Yeah. See, so I know He-Man. I didn't watch like all of it. You know, watched it here and there when I was really little. So, yeah, it's cool though. He's a cool looking character.
Mm-hmm. He was kind of big and buff enough to fight against He-Man, but He-Man always beat him in the end.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Just back to Spider-Man. I wish they did. Mondo did Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Me too. I really would love that.
Firestar and Iceman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Firestar would be sweet. Yep.
Yeah, I have like the 3-pack mini action figures that Hasbro made, and like yeah, I had to get that, but I'm like, please, let's get at least let's get 1/6 figures for that.
That was actually like kind of like my gateway drug into Marvel.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
They had Captain America, they had the X-Men, they had Fantastic Four, they had all these different, the Hulk, they had all these different Marvel characters guest star.
Magneto, and of course they had Dr. Doom in the intro as well. And I remember as a kid, I'm like, who's that? But he looks awesome.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I love the music too. The music is great. I just always love that.
Like all that music back in the day was so good for the intro and the fight scenes, everything. Like I still love the animated Spider-Man series intro. X-Men intro was great. You know, animated Batman series, like just good stuff. We got Jason Universe with Mondo coming, which says collectible figures and art prints that they're doing with that. Rugrats is coming. That's pretty sweet. I like that. The Ren and Stimpy show is coming.
Oh,
nice.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And then there we go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I think I'm most excited about Superman and the Lizard.
That's Superman looks awesome.
For me. Yeah,
Superman looks awesome, and that Superman will probably be like 225, probably 235, something like that. But go ahead, Valkyrie. We're gonna say something.
I was going to ask. So, is it like, will that be sold like through another company here, like through, is it Mondo? You said, or
it's Mondo. It does ship. It does ship from overseas though with DHL. It's kind of a pain. They take care of you though. Mondo, like you ask one little thing, I kid you not, one little thing from a Mondo figure that's messed up, and like let's say the paint lines don't match up, or like it's overlapping, they will send you a whole new one. No questions asked. And they don't ask you to send it back. They don't do any of that. Like they really take care of their customers. So really cool stuff.
They're owned by Funko, right?
Funko. Yep. Owned by Funko. Okay. So yeah, Funko bought it out. I don't know what year, 2019, 2021, something like that. They bought out Mondo. And that's why it has like that same like O, you know, so like that the logo looks very similar. And they have those same really cool kind of paint applications. So yeah, they got in the 1/6 game. But let's see here. What else do we have to talk about? I'm gonna exit out some of these screens. And we got one more figure I would like to talk about with you guys. And that is the Artisan Bank Robber Joker.
Ooh.
Okay, now I think I should probably look it up. I think it's on Tuesday that this is going up. I shouldn't have said that on live, but Tuesday this is coming up for pre-order. And I want to know your guys' thoughts. Valkyrie, I'm going to start with you on this Joker here.
Okay, so this is kind of funny. So I don't have a Joker yet. I don't have an artisan Joker, but I'm a big fan of the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight was one of like my reasons I started collecting Hot Toys to begin with. And I was like, well, I've got Catwoman, I've got the Dark Knight, I've got like the Tumbler, I have the Bat Pod, and let me see here. I have Bane and Catwoman, so I'm thinking I need
you have
more.
no Joker?
I had no Joker. And then when I saw this, I'm like, okay, this is like fate telling me time to get one.
Yeah.
Time to get the artisan one. And I'm like, and it's, of course, it's different than the usual, like, purple coat. I mean, I love that look too, but this is different, and I think it's time.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I actually don't have a Joker either, which is very surprising. I was going to get that last Joker that Hot Toys came out with sculpted, but I did not. There are times in my life where like I have to figure out between a few different figures, you know?
Yes.
Can't get everything. And knowing that they're going to be doing a Joker every other year anyways, like, you know what I mean? So, but this one's different. So I'm with you.
Yes.
This might be my first Joker. Adam, what do you think about that? That this could be our first Joker, and what do you think about this figure?
I think it's heresy that neither of you have have the Heath Ledger
goat.
You know, the Nolan trilogy for me is like one of the top trilogies.
Yes.
In my fandom. I think this, this is, listen, he's the GOAT Joker. I'm my view, all respect to Jack Nicholson. I like Jack Nicholson. I have that's a GOAT figure that obviously it's really GOAT now because they're not going to be making anymore with his license, at least for who knows how long. But I have the InArt 2-pack, and I do really like that 2-pack, so I'm good. I don't need this. But if I had some more space, I would get this. So I'm kind of good with what I got. But I think if you love the Nolan films, you love the Dark Knight, you gotta have a Nolan. You gotta have a Joker, Heath Ledger, whether it's this one or one of the others. Yeah, you got to get this. I mean, this is an iconic scene. The bank
looks
heist.
So good here too. The paint apps right here. There's a lot of detail. The tailoring looks good. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go for artisan. I am going to go sculpted with this one.
I might too as well.
Yeah, especially for like my first Joker, I'm good with sculpted on this one. So I don't have to be a rush to get it on Tuesday and go through that whole process and whatnot. But the rooted does look pretty good on this one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and I do think that the head sculpt looks really good. The makeup, oh my gosh, it looks so good. That little smirk. Yeah, I really like this. Yeah, this might very well be my first Joker. I'm with you, Valkyrie. Man.
Yes.
How much do you guys think this is going to be? Like for the rooted, do you think it's like 485, something like that?
Yeah, I would think so.
Sounds
450,
right.
485.
Yeah, especially since you get those two head sculpts, kind of, with the mask over it and everything.
If you have the rooted, you're not going to be. You should not be putting the mask on. But it's good.
Yeah.
They give that as an accessory. You can have him holding the mask.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to say this really quick. You know what I'm going to say when I get this? I'm going to say, whatever doesn't kill you, makes you stranger.
That's right.
Yeah. I love this scene too, though. Just the bank. Who's the guy that played I don't know, the guy who owned the bank
teller? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who he is. Yeah,
he's in Armageddon. among
He's in
Yes,
others.
Armageddon.
yes, exactly.
He's
Mhm.
he's in that old
William
show, that
Fichtner.
Invasion, that was really good back in the day. Only did one season.
Fichtner, F-I-C-H.
I was
Yeah.
always
NER.
hoping he would be somebody, because he was like, you don't know who you're messing with, man. Like, okay, who are you? Like, be somebody important, please. Yeah, because he's a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
He was
is.
important. He knew that he was getting that Joker was robbing the mob's investments.
Yeah.
So he was crooked.
Okay,
He
fair
knew.
enough. Fair enough. I just mean, like, I was hoping he would be like a villain later on, like somebody that came back and was actually like, one of the villains. But yeah, fair enough though.
Oh, yeah.
But Stacy's saying, I have the Hot Toys sculpted Joker, so I would definitely be getting this in the sculpted version. Yep. So that they match up and everything. Oh, dude, that's awesome. They're gonna have both. That's really cool. Really, really cool. Guys, I want to play a quick video for you all. And just to remember to choose to collect.
Hey guys, choose to collect or just choose to collect. Do what you want.
Hey guys, choose to collect.
What's up, guys? This Collector Joey here. Make sure you choose to collect.
I choose to collect, and you should too.
Hey guys, choose to collect.
Thank you for everybody that was part of that. Definitely going to have to make another one as well. Definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, choose to collect. No matter if you had a good day, a bad day, choose to collect all the time. But yeah, guys, it was a good show. It was a good show. I want to talk a little bit more though on Fantastic Four. I know we kind of talked about some of our feelings that we all like it. But is this a movie that you want to see again in theater? Is it a
Oh gosh, it did it again.
Do you guys think that I can't really ask that question because it will give it away.
Do we want to do spoilers and put on there?
Ooh, that's dangerous. Okay. Let's
not yet.
Do
we ask chat or no?
Not yet. I don't want to. I don't want to do, because I didn't put it on the thumbnail, so if somebody clicks on it, and then we're like, and then so and so showed up, and yeah, I guess it's hard to talk about the film a little bit more, but I really enjoyed it. I wish I had an IMAX around here. When I lived in Texas,
Yeah, me too.
I went to the IMAX all the time in San Antonio, and it just makes the movie theater experience so much better. But I still really enjoyed this film. It looked so awesome, man. Like the scenes from space looked really good. I mean, I don't even know if I can say that word, but yeah, the scenes from space are awesome, man. Almost Interstellar, like almost as pretty as that. But Adam, do you got anything else to say without giving spoilers on Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I think that first and foremost, they did a really good job with the casting and the chemistry of the actors. That you felt, it's supposed to be Marvel's first family. You felt that this is a genuine family, and it was a theme throughout the film. And you felt that these are four people who, not, and three of them are related, but then the fourth one was their friend, that they genuinely thought of themselves as a family, and even Herbie the robot is part of that family.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of family touches many aspects of that, including the Silver Surfer. So I think that theme is really good. Galactus is genuinely scary. I think that the depict, because it could be, a previous time they did Galactus in a Fantastic Four film, they skimped out on the budget and they made him like some cloud, which was not
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
He is faithful to the comic and genuinely scary. There's humor in the film, but it's not like sometimes in particularly more recent MCU films that tried to be funny and the humor was just not there.
Right.
They were trying too hard. This
yeah, like
time,
they're forcing it.
Yeah, like it was like desperate humor, and the humor in this, like Love and Thunder, sometimes was a little bit desperate humor. There is humor, but it's not forced and didn't come across as desperate. You know, I think the effects were very good. They seems like they took their time to get the effects right. It seemed like there were a lot of practical effects in this, which I liked. You know, I really hope that in award season that like the production people are given consideration, because you know, creating this kind of Jetson style world, I think is very cool how they did it. You know, you left the film and you felt kind of like Superman. You felt good walking out of the theater in these. You know, if you're having a bad day, depressed about something, you felt like it's a good feeling to go in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, whatever long a movie is, and walking out feeling good. And if you want to pick me up, you can't go wrong with either this movie or Superman. I really think that this is kind of like a little bit of an adrenaline shot. So yeah, I loved it. I just loved this movie.
Yeah, no, that's awesome to hear, man. That, you know, having another film to love in 2025, and especially for Marvel, because Marvel, as we mentioned, took a huge fall. And you know, part of us, or at least for me, I was wondering, like, is Marvel ever gonna, you know, pick their feet up and like, are they, you know, are they gonna have to like fully reboot and take a couple years, and like, are movies ever gonna be like they used to? And this gives me hope now that superhero movies are not dead, and it's just we need good writers. Valkyrie, is there anything else you want to say about Fantastic Four?
Other than the other stuff I've said, how much I love it.
Yeah.
I really agree with Adam on that. I mean, just like the look, it wasn't just a look. I mean, I would say that it really brought you into the movie. Like, you actually believe that you're like in a different Earth, you know, 60s with all that extra, what do you call it, technology. It's like they're so advanced for their time. And it felt real. It wasn't forced, as Adam said. It was just like, it just flowed, like it felt natural. And it was a good feeling. I mean, it just made you feel like you're in like a good home or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's what I really loved about the movie. And that's, I would love more movies like this.
Yeah. Same here, guys. I agree with everything, you know. And then this comment right here from Ash, life-size Herbie. My goodness, I would really want this.
Yeah,
I really would, man. Like right next to my desk, or you know, in that corner there. That would be so cool. I would buy a life-size Herbie. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a lot of money, but if it was Hot Toys, though, I mean, it's going to be cheaper than like, let's say, Jazz vehicle or something. So yeah, I'd get a life-size Herbie for sure. But guys, it's a long weekend. We got a lot of people at the San Diego Comic-Con hitting up the news there. And we're not gonna make it too much longer here for the show. But guys, I just want to thank you on the panel, Valkyrie and Adam, for being here on the show. Flavio, if you're watching the replay, I hope you're having a good time tonight at your concert. I know he's seeing the Fantastic Four tomorrow. Looking forward to see and hear what his thoughts are. And everybody in the chat that stuck around for the show, thank you so much. Had a good time with you guys playing the airplane game. I don't even know what to call that, but it was kind of fun little thing, and really hard top or bottom today. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys in the chat. Adam, what's going on with you, man?
As you know, great as always to join you, Brick and Valkyrie. Tomorrow, 5:00 Eastern time, I'll be on Let's Get Nuts on the Ben Thomas channel. Check that out. And Gio's got his show tomorrow. I might be a little bit late for that one, but that's 9 p.m. Eastern time on the Movie Canon station. And other than that, I got some figures coming to unbox. So that's well, I'll be busy. Waiting for that Superman. I'm waiting for Superman. That's what I'm waiting for. And
oh man, I hope that figure comes soon. I really do. Yeah. Valkyrie, what do you have going on? So you got anything coming in or anything like that? You're gonna be on any streams coming up?
I'll be on Gio's channel tomorrow also. I would love to be on the Ben Thomas show, but I know I can't. It's hard for me to do 2 shows in one day.
Yeah.
Because it'll be like that, and then Gio's, and then work Monday morning. It's gonna be rough. But so I'm gonna say this: no new figures coming, but I got 2 figures yesterday, which let me give you a moment here.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I finally got. Oh,
nice. Yes.
Tobey Maguire.
Let me make your screen bigger here.
All right. And I got Cable.
Oh, Cable.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
I mean, it was like 30% off at Sideshow. So I was like, okay, time to get it.
Yes.
And of course. And this is what I'm going to do with this. So, I mean, I was just so happy to get this Tobey Maguire. I got to get like probably a black suit for him to do his dance.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do a team up.
What do you think of that, Toby?
I really like it. I mean, I actually, yeah. I mean, I know some people were like, it's miss on certain things, but I love it. I mean, I think it's great. I'm just glad to have it in my collection. Let's see here. And then, one more thing. I'm going to do a team up.
What do you think of that Cable?
I think he's great. I think he looks, he looks really good. He looks like the actor himself. Sorry, I'm a bit mentally slow this afternoon, but
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, yes, yeah, he looks he looks the part, and I probably might do a little maybe like mini pictures of or a series of photos.
Oh, that's cool.
Where he teams up with Valkyrie Magnis.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. Let's go.
Your own
that
figure.
would be really cool.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Going against the Xenomorph, huh? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, take on Big Chap.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Awesome pickups, man.
I just got this today.
Dude,
I want to read this.
Mine, I've read it before. I have never owned it. I read it on a tablet years ago. Such a good story. I purchased mine, I don't know, a week or 2 ago from Amazon, and waiting for it to come in. It said like between the 5th and the 30th or something like that. So mine should be coming in very soon. I don't know why it's taking forever. Maybe a lot of people are wanting to buy it. I don't know, but yeah, it's crazy that you and I both bought it. I'm waiting for mine. So, but I still have Supergirl to unbox. I'm gonna do a video on her as soon as I did. As soon as I get the chance, I'm going to unbox her and do a review, even though she's been out for forever and a half. But that's okay because it's Supergirl and need to do it. And then I got the Feral Predator here as well that I'm not going to do a review on. I'm gonna enjoy this one, unboxing him. And yeah, just man, saw Fantastic Four. It was great. We got the Wolfpack on Wednesdays that you guys will see me on this week. I think the following week there will be no Wolfpack, but this week we are having an episode. Yeah, man, just a lot of good stuff happening in the movie, theater, and figures, like just so many figures being announced and released, and oh my goodness, like we had a dry season for like a month and a half, 2 months, where like nothing was happening, and now it's like everything coming at us at once. But once again, guys, once again, guys, thank you so much for being here. Bugle 6 will be back next week on Saturday night, and more news to come on that. And until next time, guys, keep bricking and choose to collect. There it is.